Boom.
What's up, YouTube?
Not just YouTube, Kevin.
God damn it!
Not just YouTube, Kevin.
That's my line.
It's not just YouTube.
Well, actually, here's the thing. Ian's gonna hate me for saying this, but I never upload to SoundCloud.
I was just thinking that.
I was like, yeah.
I promised to get our shit on iTunes months ago.
Yeah.
And because we still haven't figured that part out. Because of our awesome communication.
It's not communication.
Nope,
it's really, it's my lack of, like, attentiveness. And, you know, a lot of stuff is happening for me recently.
Yeah.
But, you know, I plan on getting back into the groove.
Sure you do.
Eventually.
Sure you do, buddy.
And, I have been making. Yesterday I did record 2 more of those epic Ultimate Battle Simulator things.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Cool.
I actually loved doing that.
Yeah.
Like, it's really, really cool. Because, like, I'm at work. I may not be able to do this in the future, but I'm at work right now, just like looking up like historical battles and like writing down details and like writing out like a whole narrative thing, like, you know, all that stuff. I'm like,
that's the hardest.
It's actually really fun.
I've seen you work on anything, and we work
include
including
working
real life work, including real life work.
Yeah, I feel like it's just I like that, you know, because I get to do like kind of like historical stuff, but I also kind of let to do my fantasy things as well. So, yeah, it's fun. I like it a lot.
Good.
And I like your guys' Mason Missed It stuff.
Yeah, those are a lot of fun.
The whole like face cam thing is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a nice change.
Yeah.
You know, he gets to edit a little bit. I don't get to do anything. But
you're not allowed.
No, I'm not allowed to
You're
touch
like,
him.
You're an infant right now. You're not, don't touch.
I've been on these training
touch.
wheels.
No,
it's
don't touch.
Too real.
Yeah.
It's hard to do just because we have to get together and watch the movie.
Yeah.
Which we don't always have time to do, and a lot of the movies are like old classic movies.
Yeah.
So they're like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Which is like the next one's Godfather.
And you know what? It's kind of weird in the sense that I wouldn't say all, but a lot of the really good films are 3 hours long because I feel like they have more time to flush out the narrative, the characters.
Totally. Saving Private Ryan is a really good example of that.
Godfather's a really good.
We're gonna get into.
Yeah. So
oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good movie for Mason Missed It,
which I'm excited for.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck, when are we gonna do that? Like, we record Friday. It's hard to do recording for ZeroHP podcast and Mason Missed It in one day. You know
well,
what I mean?
if like, only someone had a PC to edit their own footage.
He still wouldn't let me. I guarantee you. I guarantee he still wouldn't let me. He'd be like, no, I'll just do it.
I'll be all like,
in 2 weeks, I'll do it.
Then I'll be all like, you know what, Mason, screw that, and let's go ahead and do it at your place with you and me, and then we'll do it right on the spot.
Right.
And like, dude, literally, Mason has never invited me to his apartment. I don't even know.
You won't leave your place.
I don't even know what his apartment
looks
like.
The problem was getting you to go to Ian's. I live right by Ian's. It'd be hard to get you to my place, man. Like, come on. Here we go. Son of a bitch.
The shade is real.
Shade is real.
The shade is
real. The love
real
shade is real.
But if I didn't mention this, is the After Dark.
After Dark.
Episode 7.
Question mark?
Tentatively 7.
Episode question mark?
Yeah. But
we don't know.
Hey,
man.
Like every day just blurs together for me. I'm just like waiting for the sweet embrace of death.
Dude, that's a really wow.
Yeah.
That's something.
Every day, I'm just like, man,
you had me.
I really hope I just die in my sleep tonight.
You really had me through the days blurring together part, and then after that, it just went off the rails.
I'm just waiting for the day where I'm just like, man, I don't wake up from my dream.
Wow, Kevin. This is really bumming the people out.
I know, right?
All 5 of them are getting really bummed out. I'm gonna scooch a little bit closer.
Yeah, the dream is a good dream though. So you know it'll be like
the dream
paradise.
Do you have a lot of dreams, Kevin?
I do, but
like,
here's the thing.
Do you remember your dreams?
No, that's the thing. Yeah. I don't remember a lot of my dreams. Like in the moment, it's like so real, and then the first like 30 minutes when I wake up, I'm like, holy fuck, that's so cool. And then like halfway through my day, I'm like, what the fuck was I dreaming about? Because I was like, I would start telling somebody, I'm like, dude. And then it would sound really weird because it's usually really weird. Yeah, so.
Yeah, in our minds especially, the dreams are going to come out weird. Like, I never remember my dreams, ever. Like, and I just don't. Like, I'll get, like, something will happen to me throughout the day, and I'm like, oh, I think I dreamt about that. Like, that's weird. But, like, last night, I had this crazy vivid dream.
Yeah.
It freaked me out because I never remember them.
Yeah.
I was, like, in the back alleyway behind my dad's house. And I know exactly where it was.
Yeah.
Like, because I lived there. Yeah. And, like, this crazy pit bull came at me. And I was like ready to fight this fucking thing, and it was really nice and sweet. And I was like, "Oh, you're such a lovely dog." And this other crazy pit bull came out and killed that fucking pit bull.
What in front of you?
Yeah, dude, right in front of me, and I couldn't move. You know, like in a dream, you can't move sometimes. And I was like, oh, this has
got
to represent something, right?
Yeah.
But then I could move. And I put this crazy pit bull in like some crazy guillotine choke and choked it the fuck out.
Oh my God.
Dude, it was so weird.
What the fuck? You mean like Hercules on that shit?
And then my dad was like really angry with me. Like,
because he's like,
why did you choke that pit bull out? Like, don't do that. And then my dad died.
What the fuck?
Yeah. But like, there's no content. Like, Flash, I'm a couple weeks in and he's dead.
Whoa.
And it was really weird.
That's kind of weird.
I don't know what it means.
There's like such a thing as a dream journal. Like,
dude, I was just going to bring that up. Did you ever go on dreamdictionary.com?
Yes, like they tell you exactly what your dream meant. Oh, not like, it's all hypothetical.
Yeah, it's some bullshit.
Yeah,
it's
bullshit, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's
kind
of fun. Yeah, it's kind of fun to read. And and you know what also helps with remembering dreams is they say to write it down, because in the morning when you wake up, write it down in like a piece of paper or a journal or whatever, and like it's more vivid when you write it down immediately because it's fresh in your mind. You know,
that could be some good content.
Yeah, right?
We could do like
a week
in the morning,
and like a week,
like a vlog.
Yeah, in a week, like track our whole dreams, and like we gonna be like,
that could
dude,
be cool.
No.
Or we could bring him on the podcast and read them.
I know, that's what I'm like.
Dude,
the
I choked out a pit bull and my dad died.
The deepest, darkest secrets.
Dude, Kevin would be like, I murdered an entire civilization.
I murdered my entire clan.
Jesus. Real deep.
But yeah, I'm just like, oh man, this is crazy. But yeah, I had some crazy dreams, but
it's just weird.
I almost don't want to remember what they are.
Me neither.
Sometimes.
No, I hate them. A lot of times, like, I hate nightmares. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As dumb as it sounds, because we're adults, kind of, but like, I just hate it. I hate I hate not knowing when it's real or not.
Yeah.
And then when you have a really, really good dream.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying sexual, but like usually sexual.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, this is a dream.
Yeah.
In the dream, and you're like, don't wake up. And then you wake up immediately, and you're like, God,
immediately
damn
ruin it for yourself.
Why? Then you try to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
You ever done that?
Yes.
Try to get back.
Try to get back. No, never, ever works.
Never works.
Yeah, because your brain is all like, dude, remember that time? He's
That's
like, what if I just throw you in somewhere else?
Bam!
Yeah. But yeah, dude, some weird ass shit, man. In the comments, let us know what your weirdest dream or most vivid dream you ever had was.
That could get weird.
Because that's gonna get real weird.
If we get some weird ones, we'll read them off in the next show or something.
Oh God, that'd be amazing. Be like, hey, so Tim had this really weird dream.
He's choking pit bulls.
No, he's playing Magic the Gathering because that's his heroin.
That's all he does.
Yeah, because that's his heroin. But there was like a lot of stuff happening around him, but he was still playing Magic the Gathering.
He was alone in an abandoned church.
Yeah, he was
like the beginning of Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh shit!
Just playing Magic alone.
I haven't seen that series.
No?
Have you seen the whole thing?
Yeah. No, not the whole thing. There's only 2 seasons out right now.
Yeah.
And we're like halfway through season 2.
Okay. I heard it's pretty good. It's like a little bit more fast paced.
It's okay.
Yeah, like pace wise. You don't really care for I heard that you don't really care for any of the characters in there.
See, I disagree with that.
Oh really?
I think the okay. Some of these characters are more relatable than The Walking Dead. Characters. And The Walking Dead is a bad example because that show was amazing until season 35.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, what? The zombies are still walking around?
It's
they're not rotten yet? Like,
it's the same thing over and over because they always find like the same format. They find a sanctuary.
Woo!
Yeah, they're all right. And then like all this drama happens between them all.
And people are batshit crazy.
Yeah, and then something else comes out and they kicks them out of their sanctuary and they have to find a new sanctuary.
And then they kill a couple main characters and they bring on a new couple of main characters. So I'm not even caught up. How many seasons are there of Walking Dead?
I believe like 9.
Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, a lot.
I may be up to season 5.
Oh, wow.
I made it to where they found Sanctuary. Yeah. Like the actual, or Haven or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
No.
The annex or something? Or what is it?
The cannibal people.
Yeah, the cannibal people.
And then I saw up to where they broke out of that place.
Oh, okay.
And it was pretty cool.
I would actually...
They were like shooting everybody.
I would recommend watching another season because after that season it picks up actually. It picks up pretty good because I was like I was disappointed in that season almost. I'm like the
whole season was them just walking down roads the whole time. And I was like, oh,
dude, that was that same season where Carl almost got raped by that dude.
Carl almost got fucking pork loin in the end.
I was like,
and then Rick bit that dude's neck.
I was like,
and we were watching that and I was like, I would have done the same shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not rape Carl.
Yeah.
Right. No, but like, okay. I mean, if you think about it, weren't his hands tied or some shit, right?
Yeah.
And like, I mean, he's gonna rape your kid, like, bite the motherfucker. Yeah. Like, I probably would have done the same shit, but then, like, he does it, and then they like look at him, like,
And he was like, they thought he was infected or something because he covered.
He looked crazy.
Yeah, he like covered in blood.
And
yeah.
Then, you know it's bad when Daryl looks at you and he's like, "Oh, that's a crazy motherfucker." Yeah. Daryl's got like rabbit assholes hanging from his necklace
I know,
and
right?
shit. Like,
fuck, dude.
God, that makes me want to watch the show. But Fear the Walking Dead, what you get. But you don't get enough of, unfortunately, because what I thought that show was going to be was explaining what happened.
Yeah. Which
I thought they were going to do. It made it seem like it, because you got more of a glimpse of the beginning.
Yeah.
Whereas in Walking Dead, it's kind of like
near the
boom.
Because like Rick wakes up, there is zombies.
Wakes up, there's zombies. It shows him kill that little girl at the beginning of the first episode. Yeah. You don't get any explanation.
Yeah.
In Fear the Walking Dead, at the beginning, you kind of get to see like. Well, there's like some weird news reports going on. Like there's like weird car crashes everywhere, and like
people biting other people.
There's like what these kids are taking this new drug. It's like making them eat asshole and stuff like that. And like
dude, did you finish your idea?
No, and I was just gonna say like, but then it turns into just Walking Dead. Yeah. It turns into like, okay, everyone's dead, and they don't explain anything.
I hear that they used to. Well, there was a theory that they connected Breaking Bad and Walking Dead together.
That would be dope.
Being that both are actually AMC. Not AMC. Is it
AMC?
AMC, yeah, AMC, yeah, AMC.
Yeah, it is AMC.
It's AMC shows, so they're saying like the meth, the blue one is like the purity of it caused like some sort of genetic mutation. The chemicals that
it's just too good.
Yeah,
the
it was
meth
like
is
it
too
caused.
good.
Yeah, it caused like some sort of mutation in the body and like caused people to come back from the
Now that would be cool.
Yeah,
that would hold water, but there are parts in Breaking Bad like. When they start out where Jesse does the meth, but he's fine. He doesn't get, you know what I mean? Yeah. It doesn't really hold water.
Yeah.
But it would be, it's a really cool piece of
I get that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like there's people who do it a lot that you get to see a lot.
Oh, really?
You don't, you know what I mean?
Huh,
did you ever watch Breaking Bad?
No. I mean, I watched the first like few episodes of
You didn't
Breaking
finish
Bad.
it? It's like 8 seasons.
I just didn't like it. Yeah. It was just like slow paced and I was like,
It's a weird thing with that show is like anyone you talk to loved that show or really just didn't like it. Like, there's no in between. No one made it to, like, season 4.
And be like, it was a good show. I didn't really finish it, though.
It's really weird.
It was just too slow for me. Yeah. I was, like, over the whole, like... At this point in time, I think it was over, like, the whole real life show. I was, like, really into anime at that time. So I just went full into anime for a while. And then I have those spurts. Like, I go from, like, oh, I'm done with this show. I don't really want to watch it anymore. Like, the only really, like, human shows, like, live action shows are, like, Game of Thrones or something like that.
Westworld.
Shout
out to Westworld.
Oh, God.
Dude.
But, yeah, and usually, like, I'll go through periods. I'm like, I want to watch anime now. So I just, like, watch some good anime, you know?
I need to do that. I'm waiting for that to come. Because right now I'm in the actual show period. Like, I want to watch like real life kind of shit, not real life zombies, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I need to hit like that day where I'm like, I want to watch some anime right now, and then just bust out all 90.
I would watch. I would recommend instead of watching Darker Than Black episode 1. I
already started it.
I know, but finish it. But like, watch Hellsing. Mm-hmm. Watch one episode of Hellsing, and I think you'll be hooked.
Yeah,
that will it'll start that whole anime kick for you.
Yeah.
Because that shit is fucking gory as hell. It's so good.
I gotta take the plunge.
Dude, you need another week off.
I wish. I wish, man.
Oh, dude, I look so forward to my week off. I cannot.
What are your plans?
A lot of Persona 5. I'm gonna play a lot of it.
We don't do any fucking video game podcasts together anymore.
I know, right?
I want to know what your opinion on that is.
I haven't started, so I don't have any opinion on it. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I'm waiting for that week, and that week is gonna be like fucking weeaboo week because I'm gonna be like playing Persona 5, but I'm watching anime, and then I'm gonna be all like playing a lot Persona 5 and watching a lot of anime. And that's my plan is like to catch up on all the animes on my list here because I have this list that I've built. So this is all the anime that I've seen. Right?
Yeah.
These are all the animes that I want to watch.
Wow.
So there are quite a bit of anime, so I want to see that.
Wow.
And so I mean, that's my plan. We'll see.
It's quite the list.
I was gonna go camping and fishing.
Oh, shut up!
But
no one has this magical week off you're taking, which is really not a week off, but it is a week off, which is really an early retirement.
Yeah,
but
early
whatever.
retirement, early thumbs up kind of thing,
You son of a bitch.
But yeah, so I plan on just chilling a lot, just playing games. I'm actually planning on getting a tattoo.
No shit.
Another tattoo, yeah.
Because you already have, for the people who don't know, the Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah, Breaking Benjamin, like
arm, which is really cool.
Yeah, the Celtic knot.
Yeah,
for Breaking Benjamin.
Which is badass.
I'm gonna I'm trying to get like a Asian dragon kind of thing, like 3 of them, like wrapping around my left arm.
How high up are you looking to go?
For just elbow for now.
Okay, I think so like wrist to elbow.
Yeah, wrist to elbow for now. Cool. And so I'm trying to do that. Kind of the 3 dragons to represent like my brother and my sister.
Dude, I want to get a tattoo so badly.
Dude, I know
so badly. But like my problem is, I have such bad commitment issues.
Yeah, I know.
I cannot imagine anything permanently on me.
Oh, I know.
What I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
Not that I wouldn't like it.
Yeah,
like, I can't think of anything.
I honestly like what really pushed this like tattoo, the Breaking Benjamin tattoo for me was when their album came out. Like I think it was 2 years ago, and I was really afraid that it wasn't going to be the same Breaking Benjamin because they were on hiatus for a long time. Good. And it came out. I'm like, holy shit, this album is amazing, just classic Breaking Benjamin. And I'm like, and I just realized I'm like, you know what? Breaking Benjamin means, that band means so much to me. Like I listened to it like throughout high school and all the way up until now, currently, you know, which is like a fucking long ass time. Mm-hmm. And their music just spoke to me. So I'm like, you know what? I want that.
The problem for me was like that makes so much sense. And, like I have a lot of things like that I'm really passionate about. I just dread when people come up and they're like, oh, what's that? And like you have to explain it.
Yeah.
And then you get like the people, a majority of people would be like, that's fucking badass. And you get like the one guy who's like, why would you do that? And then you're like, why did I do that?
Literally,
like,
dude,
like, no, fuck that guy. Like,
dude, literally, no one has said that about my tattoo.
No, I bet. Yeah, that would have. Yeah, it's a stupid insecurity thing in my head.
No.
Would never even happen.
Yeah,
but like, I would like to get like from my shoulder down to my elbow. Like down, even maybe like a 3/4 sleeve would be cool too.
Yeah.
But like,
of what?
I have no idea. Like, it's just gonna be like scribbles all the way down my arm.
Let's see. What are you passionate about?
Games? A lot of shit.
Games.
A lot of shit.
Dude, get a full portrait of Anderson Silva.
It's just Anderson killing spiders everywhere. And Anderson Silva just front kicking Vitor Belfort in the fucking mouth. That would be amazing, dude. God, that'd be amazing. Except, you know, he did steroids.
Yeah, he did.
He's kind of old now.
And he's kind of a douchebag.
He's also not my favorite fighter. I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. I just thought about Anderson Silva. Right. It was like front kick, and I was like, what?
If I did, and that's weird, right? If I got a guy tattooed on me, that's kind of gay.
But no, the spiders actually made sense though. Like,
but I don't like spiders.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We talked about that last week. I'm not a big spider guy.
Not a spider fan. What about Bigfoot and Orgera, dude?
Just a big foot. Yeah. It's like a little him on my shoulder, and then his foot is huge and just goes down my arm. It'd be dope. Yeah. Except he's old as shit. Also, probably did steroids.
Dude. Everyone in the UFC does
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, dude.
Would that make my arm look?
Do you know how he, like that sword that he has down his middle?
Yeah, really weird.
You should get that.
That'd be awesome. But with like my shitty 2-pack that I have, and then like it's just looks like a dull like pencil. Oh my god, it'd be awesome.
But yeah, dude, I'm thinking.
Or the Cody Garbrandt gun in the back of the shirt.
Dude,
that'd be pretty gay. I mean, cool.
Oh yeah, right. He's like, something to look at when you're back there. You know?
If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's like a tattooed gun on his lower back. Yeah, that looks like he has a gun tattooed into his shorts, but he doesn't. And it's really weird. Yeah. And if you're not a guy who knocks people out for a living, you probably get a lot of shit for that tattoo.
Oh yeah, for sure. You'd be real popular in prison, I'm sure.
I could get one of me just choking out a pit bull.
Oh yeah, I think you could do that.
I could get.
You could do that. You choking out a pit or a fishing rod.
Oh, a fishing rod? Yeah. Like I'm not redneck enough. That made me think of something that I have to tell you about, but I can't say it on air.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I can.
Okay. It's up to you. This is after dark.
I'm really worried that she listens. Never mind.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Never mind. We'll talk about it. I don't want to forget.
No. Write it down.
No, I'm good. I won't forget.
All right.
Because I've been meaning to tell you for a while, but I haven't even talked.
Okay, cool.
Great podcasting.
Yeah, it's so far. So yeah, I don't know. Just think about. I know it's like a lot, and I was the same way when I first decided to get this tattoo. But
I've heard once you do one, you're like, okay,
dude,
the pressure's gone. Like,
immediately after I got it, I'm like, I want another.
Yeah?
Immediately,
That's so
immediately. Weird. I was like, I want to, like, I thought about it. I have, like, a whole album on my phone of, like, tattoos that I want. So I'm like...
I would love to do it. And that's another thing is, like, I look at tattoos that other people have. Not people I know, but online.
Yeah.
I'm like, that would be dope. And then I'm like, but then I feel like I'm ripping that person off. Like,
I would say throw your own twist to it.
Your own kind of...
I wouldn't... Like, I have the idea, like, this person has the idea of what I would like on it, and I'll have the artist... Whoever it may be, you'd be like, "Hey, can you put a little twist on it?
That's what I always wondered. If you talk to them, can they kind of? Can you meet with them?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They'll do like because they're basically just artists, you know. But so they'll do is they'll ask you, what do you want? What things do you want on your tattoo? How does it want to look? and they'll do a whole like art on a piece of paper for you. Yeah. Be like, does this look good? And then you can say yes or no, and then they'll come back and do it again.
The one that you and I have talked about a lot. Yeah. For me, I mean, I've always been really big into astronomy.
Yeah.
And like doing planets would be really cool, but I don't like colored tattoos. Is my problem.
Oh, really?
And it's hard to do planets with no color because without color, they're not that lines. Different. Yeah. I mean, they're obviously different. Yeah. But like they're. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
I get that.
A good artist could do it.
Yeah.
Like you can tell the difference between Jupiter and Earth, obviously, but like in Saturn and Earth and shit. Yeah. But I don't know. That's always been...
you could get like an eclipse or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I want more. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the solar system is something that could take up my arm, and I think that would be really cool.
I would dig that.
There's versions of that. Cool. I'm sorry, this is not a video podcast, but there's versions of it where people have on their forearm just like the 8 main planets.
Yeah. Right down the center kind of thing. Yeah. Yes, you're right.
Right? I was like, is it 8? I couldn't even know because Pluto's not a fucking planet. And if you think it is, shut the fuck up and go read a book. But no, people get the 8 planets, which would be cool, but like, I don't know. It's kind of small.
It is. You know what I mean? It's kind of obscure. It's more of a subtle tattoo,
which I don't mind.
Yeah,
but I want to go all out with it. Yeah. But I don't know if I don't like color.
I would start with that. I would start with a subtle tattoo like this one. It's just, not like anything. And like when I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, no one sees it.
That's totally. So and nowadays, I feel like people are always like, well, you're not going to get a job if you have tattoos. It's like, really?
Yeah, I'm
it's 2017.
It's part of our culture, our generation's culture.
I feel
that's how it is.
If a company isn't hiring you because of your tattoos, they're literally just declining good employees for no reason.
But you shouldn't work for that company. Here's the line. Face tattoos.
Don't get a fucking face tattoo.
Yeah, no.
Stop
with that. Like, people would get face tattoos.
If your name's not Mike Tyson, don't get a face tattoo.
No,
if your name's not Mike Tyson.
From the point of view of a company, I get why they wouldn't hire the guy with a face tattoo. I get it.
Because he doesn't make good decisions.
Yeah, exactly. That and like, if he's going to be like serving tables and shit, you don't want some people to be like, what the fuck is like...
That's a really good point too. Because there are people from the older generations that are immediately going to be off put by that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, whoa, what kind of...
Yeah, it's not like anything against him. It's just more like what you're going to represent on the floor if you're working like...
I mean, and I don't mean that everyone with a face tattoo is a dipshit, but I mean, come on. Just get it on your arm.
Like, dude, I'm like...
Some people run out of room.
Yeah,
and they go like the neck area.
Like,
at that point, just stop.
Yeah,
like I get that you love tattoos.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I like tattoos, but I would never go to that extent of like getting face tattoos or like alterations to my body or anything like that.
That'd get weird. And then like a chest tattoo for me would be weird.
I'm not a fan of like anything on the body. Yeah. For guys, like arms for sure.
Yeah, I think anything shoulder down is really cool.
Shoulder down. Really good. I'm not a leg tattoo guy either. That's kind of weird.
See, I like leg tattoo. I think if you do it right.
Yeah.
I think I like a good leg tattoo.
Here's something really, really creepy that I want to tell you. This is weird, but I love a good foot tattoo on a chick. Like,
really?
Yeah, I'm like, that's hot.
That's hot. Like, you're a foot guy, huh?
I'm not a foot guy, but like,
let's get to the root of this.
The tattoo on the foot.
But why were you looking at the foot?
I don't know. Don't you when you check out a girl? Don't you check out the whole part of the girl? Or
I sure don't look at her feet.
Or just up? Oh, so you're just like ankles and up? You're like fucking 1880s ankles and up? Yeah. So you're like 1880s. Dog, show me that ankle.
I saw her ankle.
Oh my god. Oh, their ankle's so hot. I was like, what the fuck?
You see the new trailer for the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie where she gets undressed and jumps out of the boat, and the kid's like, "Oh, I saw her ankle."
Yeah. What?
So dumb. Anyway,
but
tattoos.
Tattoos. I'm thinking you should start small.
I think you're right.
And
I just don't know what I get.
Bigger. So that's what I did, and that's what I'm gonna do. So
I thought like planet, same kind of thing, but like I would get one planet on one like side of my arm, and then kind of mix them up as it goes.
Oh yeah.
That way it's not only on one. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know.
That's cool.
I don't know, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, just start small.
I have a fear of judgment.
Yeah, a fear.
You know what I mean.
I can see that.
Be like, oh.
Whereas I don't give a fuck. But
and here's my other problem. Yeah, I know. Here's my other problem is like people were like, "Oh, you like space, huh?
Yeah.
What is a fucking supernova dark star, bitch?"
Dude,
and like the third solstice of June, and I'd be like, I don't have any idea.
Yeah,
but I like space a lot.
Yeah,
and
dude, I can guarantee you
that would never
50-50. No, 50-50. Like 50% people that have tattoos can say that about their own tattoos. They're like, I just like it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think
you're like, dude, right. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, if it means something to you, then that's what it means.
People just like art.
Yeah. People that are like that, like, are judging you, like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, fuck you. This is art. It just looks good. You know, like, you know, I hate people that fucking judge other people just based on their pure looks and stuff like that.
I think you're right.
You know? So,
I think you're right.
But yeah, so let's get into these.
Let's get a tattoo.
topics.
Let's get a matching ZeroHP tattoo.
Dude, would Ian be down?
Never in a million years. But we should still do it.
Tramp stamp 0
Tramp
HP.
stamp.
Oh my god. Tramp stamp 0
like
HP.
butt cheek tattoo.
Oh, dude. You get one half of it, and I'll get the other half.
I'll
of
get
the other
0.
two.
You get HP.
Yeah,
oh
dude.
my god.
Yeah, and then we'll like
That's
be like,
amazing.
hey, check it out, and we would smack our butts together.
Wow.
Yeah, and be like 0 HP.
Smack them together. We can't just stand next to each other.
No,
we have
dude.
To smack
we
them
have to
together.
smack them together, dude. That's how it works. Okay.
What's the first topic,
right.
Kevin?
This kind of goes into what we were talking about. What kind of old person do you want to grow up to become?
Okay, as you know, with these topics,
Yeah.
I always have questions. I'm
Okay.
only gonna ask one question.
Okay.
What do you consider old person?
I don't know.
Dude, I'm just because I'm a different person now than I was a year ago.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, give me
Let's say
give me a range,
50.
like 50 and up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
You want me to go? Or
Yeah,
you wanna
go first. I can tell you mine, but it's gonna be real
I know
short.
mine too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make it a little. It's hard. It's hard to say because you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But judging off of the way I am now,
Yeah.
um,
Kind of nerdy still. or
kind of
no?
nerdy. Definitely kind of nerdy. I'm sure. I don't see why not. Why I
feel
wouldn't.
like we're gonna be cool. Like,
I don't see why I wouldn't play games.
Yeah.
Still,
I
I
like
think
we could be cool old people
at this point in time, it's not weird for adults to play video games
Yeah.
as it was like for our parents.
Yeah.
That would never happen.
Yeah.
Usually, and it was rare. If you had a friend whose dad he
played
probably
games.
played Call of Duty sometimes.
Yeah.
Or something, like I might still play games.
Yeah.
I'll definitely still be nerdy. Be in nerd culture, I'm sure.
Right.
I think at 50, because I'll have a lot less need to socially interact with
Yeah.
anybody. I'll
You'll
be
so much happier.
very, very alone.
Oh, really?
Very quiet.
Dude, you're gonna be a hermit? Is that what you're saying?
1000%. I'm gonna
Okay.
live somewhere
In the mountains?
somewhere in the mountains. I don't mountains of where I don't
Yeah.
know because we live in Arizona.
the mountains of Montana.
Definitely not going to Montana. I'll definitely move north, probably in
Yeah.
like the Flagstaff area.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a decently sized property,
Yeah.
enough room for me to shoot my bow,
Nice.
enough room for me to hang out.
Oh,
Maybe there's some
okay.
water nearby. I can
Dude.
fish, dude. And
That you're already thinking retirement, dude.
100%. If
Yeah.
I'm 50 and I'm still grinding,
Yeah.
I did it wrong.
Oh yeah.
It's my plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to be 50. I need to be done.
Yeah.
Or almost done.
Yeah,
like
I get
50 or
that.
60, I want to be done.
Yeah.
That way I still have energy to do shit I want to
Yeah.
do and the money to do it as
Yeah.
well. I don't know what I'm going to do,
Yeah.
but hopefully figure it out. But yeah, I'm going to be very, very quietly.
That's sick, dude.
a-
I feel
alone.
like kids that our age that have older people that play games and stuff like
Yeah.
that, we think they're so cool, you know? So I feel like we're going to be like the cool people.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's the word for it.
Dude, nerd culture is the thing right now. Like movies, merchandise, all types of
I
shit.
think you're right.
you
And I
know?
think a big part of it, my quote unquote future as
Yeah.
well, is like currently I don't want kids.
Yeah.
My significant other and I have talked about that. Not to
Yeah.
go too far into it, but it's
Yeah.
not something that I want.
Yeah, I get
It's
that.
not something that I'm sure I'll ever
Yeah.
want.
I don't
You know
think
what
I
mean?
want that either, to be honest with
But you never know.
That's
You
just
never know.
our generation.
Yeah.
I feel like our generation more than anyone is just like is not cool with having kids.
I
you know?
completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Not that they're not cool with it, but like
Yeah.
they just. I think, and it
It
can
just
definitely
doesn't
be argued.
interest them. Yeah.
But nowadays, more than ever, I think our generation is thinking about
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
smoking cigarettes is like
Yeah,
lower
it's
than
not-
it's
yeah.
ever been because
Yeah.
people are like, why would I do that?
Yeah,
like I'm just gonna
exactly.
die.
Yeah.
Like let me like smoke weed
Cough
or
up a-
something
yeah,
instead. Like
cough up a
something that's
lung
not
or
gonna
some
kill
shit.
me. But like, and then they're like, well, and people are like, why do I have to follow the model of
Yeah.
high school, college, marriage, kids, death?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
oh, okay, let's just do
That's
that.
really
no, I don't
fun,
want
and
to
it
do
seems
that.
really,
Like,
really fun,
I want to
yeah.
do podcasts
Yeah.
and make crazy fucking YouTube
Yeah.
videos and eat fish on the internet
Yeah.
and shit like that. And like, I think people now are like, why should we do that? You know,
for
what I mean?
for me personally, the reason I don't want kids is one, the overpopulation of our species.
100%.
I don't want to contribute to that.
There's enough people.
Yeah, there's enough people.
More
And,
than
and
enough.
I just feel like, not to bash on people that have kids, but I feel like
Oh.
you have to sacrifice too much.
Totally.
Like I'm
When it comes down
kind of
to
a
it-
selfish person. To
I was
be
just
honest
gonna
with
say,
you.
when it comes down to it,
yeah.
we're just really selfish.
Yeah, absolutely.
And unfortunately,
Yeah.
I've been told, and people have said to me, like,
Yeah.
because it turns into an argument depending
Yeah.
on who you bring it up
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
And I don't mean to argue with anybody.
Yeah.
And I don't want to cause an issue online
Yeah.
for all of our listeners. You know,
Yeah,
people will be like, "Oh, not having kids is the most selfish thing you can do."
yeah.
I don't know that that's true.
Yeah.
I feel like
Here's
you don't
the thing.
owe it to anybody.
No,
man.
not
There's
at all.
enough people. You know what I mean?
I feel like since I do have like a brother and sister,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like our genes will still be passed on to the next generation. If
Yeah.
I'm banking on them to
but
have
even
kids,
that is like, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care at all.
We're like little teeny people on a little teeny rock.
Yeah.
In infinity.
Yeah.
Come on, like
exactly. It doesn't matter to me. It's just not interesting at all. Like I love Little John, Jimmy's kid.
Yeah.
I love him, but I just like
love other people's kids.
Yeah, I know. I love other people's kids because I don't have to take care of them.
Right.
Like, oh, I can see Little John, yay, hug him and touch him and all that. But then, here you go.
You give it back, yeah.
It's like, oh, he pooped. Here you go.
I get it. I think there's just some people who shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
And those people maybe not shouldn't, but some people don't want to, and those people who don't want to shouldn't have to.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because when it comes down to it, if you're forced to have a kid, you still didn't want the kid.
Yeah.
So now you have a kid you didn't want.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course you're gonna grow to love the kid, but like, I just feel like you don't owe it to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think you have to sacrifice too much. Your own freedom, finances, time, most importantly. I'm not down for that. So
I agree. What kind of old person are you gonna be?
I plan on not living past 50. So
really?
Yeah, I don't want to die. I don't want to be 50 or plus or anything like that.
Why?
Plan because I hate being old. Yeah, I was like, well, not old people, but I hate being old. Like this thing, like I feel like at that age I'll probably be like decrepit or some shit.
Come on,
and like,
but you're working out, you're going to gym, you're eating good.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't want to be like, I can't even wipe my own ass or some shit, or have like early,
at 50?
Early signs of Alzheimer or whatever.
That's a different game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just like, if I'm at that age and I have that shit, I'm like, bro, just put a bullet in my brain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, maybe not so dramatically, but I definitely agree with you in that sense.
I just, if I can't take care of myself at that age,
I would never want someone to have to watch me.
Yeah, I don't, exactly.
Because I've been in a situation.
That's degrading.
I've been in that other situation where you had to take care of somebody like that, and
it's not like, it's degrading to you, but it's more degrading to them is what I should say. Because I feel like they feel like they're obligated to take care of you. I'm like, I really don't want you to do it. Like, I really don't. Yeah. But they feel like they are obligated. 100%. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want you to feel like that.
No matter what you do, that person is going to resent you a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
And no matter how nice they are, it doesn't make them a bad person. Yeah. But you're taking a lot of their time.
Yeah, exactly.
Just for you to be alive.
And a lot of people say, "Wow, that's dark as shit." I'm like,
it's definitely not.
Yeah, I'm
Those
like,
people are just not thinking.
Yeah, I'm like,
they're people who want to build opinions too quickly before they open their mind.
And I also, this really sounds really bad, but I feel like natural selection should just take its course.
Dude,
like,
we're not supposed to live past 30.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Not that it's a problem. Don't get me wrong.
Modern medicine
I want to live past 30.
Yeah,
we've beaten natural selection. We beat evolution.
Yeah.
We beat everything. But people are not supposed to be 80.
Yeah.
You're supposed to reach 23. Or no, okay, we'll call it 30.
Yeah.
You're supposed to reach 30. Then you get kind of tired in the morning.
Yeah.
Fuck, like I've been running from cheetahs a lot.
Yeah.
My back hurts. And then one day you're out hunting with your clan. The fucking cheetahs on your ass.
Yeah, and then
you can't climb a tree anymore.
Yeah.
Then it kills you.
Yep.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's where like things like cancer and Alzheimer's come in.
Yeah.
From your body not being necessarily, I don't want to say built, but made to last that long.
Yeah,
I definitely don't think we're supposed
to. I feel like a lot of people are gonna take this like as in really harshly, but I feel like you guys have to see it from our perspective.
The
earlier reason I mentioned is the overpopulation is because modern medicine has made it so easy for people to live for so long.
Yeah,
and if you're trying to ultimately save this planet for future generations, we have to start limiting our population. We're at 7 billion plus and counting. You
could argue that 99% of what's killing the Earth is the people.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
The species. Yeah, exactly.
So whether it's us or the inevitable asteroid that comes in and wipes everybody out, which is going to happen, you have to get over it. It's going to happen. We're not trying to be dark by talking about it, but these are things that you have to accept.
Yeah,
maybe you don't have to, but you can't get offended by us talking about it because it's all real life.
Because what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking for the future. I'm not thinking about the present. A lot of people get lost in the present. You have to think about the future. If you want your kids to live in a prosperous world, you can't just be pumping kids out and everyone's using resources and shit, and your kids are gonna be in this post-apocalyptic world, kind of trying to survive and shit like that.
Yeah,
I feel like it's not fair.
And not even that. This generation or the next, they may not have to deal with that repercussion.
Yeah,
but if you're having 5, 6, 7 kids and you cannot financially support those
you're
kids,
living off of the
which most people cannot,
shit. Yeah,
and they keep having kids to get more government assistance, and I know people who've done that.
Yeah,
That does not seem right.
That's not right.
The government's not just giving you money. That money's coming from somebody else.
People.
Yeah, it's like you have to...
It's not free money. It's money comes from somewhere. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not fair for people like you and I to have to pay taxes for people that want 8 kids. Yeah. You know, like, it's not...
I don't want to get political.
No, it's not. It's not political. No, I think it's just absolutely just like certain people shouldn't pass their genes on to the next generation.
Absolutely,
you know, like I feel like they shouldn't be passing their genes on to the next generation. I'm not saying like in total that this is like, you know, I'm not saying like everyone should stop having babies, and that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that people that can financially support themselves. Yeah. Can make good decisions.
And if you want kids.
You know, and if you want kids.
You don't have to have kids.
No, no one has to have kids.
No one owes it to anybody. Yeah. Your mom's probably giving you a lot of pressure, like, where are my grandkids at? Yeah. You're like, well, you're not going to get them.
Dude,
like,
exactly. I feel the same way because my parents have always been saying that.
My dad.
Since I've been 21. Yeah. Since I've been 21, they've been saying that. I'm like, I don't... because I think they had me at 23 or 22. Oh, okay. So I'm like,
you're like you're like past their
they're like, where's
their breeding age?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't want a kid ever. Like, you know,
that's what my dad does. That he gives me a lot of
pressure. I can barely take care of myself.
I know, right? So my dad's like, so when's the old grandkid coming? Blah blah blah. Like he'll already have a name picked out and shit. Yeah. And I'm like, honestly, not to break your heart, probably not gonna happen.
We can name a puppy that.
I was like that's good. I don't even want a puppy.
Yeah, that's like, another living organism.
I want to do me right now.
That's exactly. I can't take another living organism relying on me for survival. I want to do me. I'm sorry, but I can't take care of you because I can't even take care of myself. You know, like so if in the future, you know, I'm like 40 or whatever, and I feel like I can take care of myself, then. Maybe, you know, I would consider it, but I just don't feel like that.
But then again, it's like, do you want a kid when they're 10, you're 50?
I don't really care. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I can financially support myself and I can take care of this kid, then I'll be okay. Like, but like, in my mindset, my mentality, I can't say right now that in 10 years or whatever, I may be the same, and my mind might have changed, you know, so... We'll see. But for now, my current mind is thinking... overpopulation, just certain people shouldn't be breeding.
You're right,
and I feel like that's just how it is. So
I think everybody should just do what you want. Yeah, literally, don't listen to anybody else.
Don't feel obligated to do anything
unless you're like hurting people.
Yeah,
Just do you.
Yeah, my thing is, my whole motto in life is, do what makes you happy, as long as it doesn't interfere with other people's happiness. Right. You know, like
totally.
People that go out there and picket in line for like. Gay marriage or something like that. Yeah. I'm like, I don't really care either way for gay marriage, but I'm like, why? I'm more pissed about the people that take their time out of their day to go protest for somebody that they're just trying to be happy. Like, I'm like, why do you have to be...
you meant against gay marriage.
Yeah, against gay marriage,
I think you were saying for, and I was like, okay, there's an argument there. No. That's why gay marriage was legalized, because they fought for it. But you're right. Yeah. People are just angry about shit.
Yes.
And they go stand in the highway.
Yes, gay marriage is wrong, blah, blah. I'm like, why are you... Go do something, like, fucking productive. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why do you have time out of your day to go protest?
They're just angry, and they feel like their opinion matters. But when in reality, these two men or women who want to get married are literally never going to have anything to do with that person's life.
Yeah, exactly.
People are crazy, man.
Yeah, people if they're happy, let them be happy. Why do you have to go out of your way to make people sad?
It doesn't make sense.
I've dealt with people like you and I. We've grown up on the internet age.
Yeah.
We know internet trolls. Like, will go out of their way.
Shout out to Jeff.
Fucking. I know, right? Just kidding. I'll talk about that later. But they will go out of their way to make people sad or angry or just like I don't understand that.
That's because we're not those people.
Yeah, because it just goes back to being selfish. I think it's like I'm more worried about stuff I'm doing. You know, like I want to be happy. I want to do stuff that I want to do. Yeah. I don't really care about who Joe over there is doing whatever he's doing. I don't give a fuck.
Because who cares? Let Joe be Joe.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, unless he's doing like some fucking like murdering people or something like that.
He's building a bomb. We should probably talk to him.
Exactly.
Right? But he's not.
But
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like people.
If two guys want to get married. Just shut your fucking mouth.
They have no impact on your life whatsoever.
It's so crazy, man.
But I think you're right. But yeah, so people need to be concerned more about themselves versus other people's lives. That's what it really comes down to.
Let's jump to the next topic.
But no, I want to talk about Jeff here.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Jeff. That'll be the next topic.
Okay. So in the last ZeroHP podcast, the main podcast,
I did listen to the beginning of it.
So Jeff kind of got a little upset.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He's all like, well, I'm such a piece of shit, and I don't want to play games anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, God. I was like, okay, here's the thing. I jokingly say stuff like that.
Right.
I don't honestly think Jeff is a piece of shit.
No one does.
Yeah,
nobody thinks that.
Yeah, I was like, Jeff, you're a nice guy. I just give you crap a lot, you know. Like,
but then he owned up to the fact he can be trolling.
Yeah, absolutely.
He completely admitted it.
Absolutely. But so I'm like, he was all butthurt.
Yeah.
That, you know, he comes in the next day. He's like, so I was like, hey, you want to go to breakfast? He's like, well, I'm a piece of shit. Maybe I don't want breakfast. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I don't actually think Jeff's a piece of shit.
Furthest thing from a piece of shit.
Right. He's a nice guy, dude. I just give him a lot of crap sometimes.
Is he a little hard to play games with sometimes? Absolutely.
Yeah,
and he admitted that.
Yeah, he admitted. He's like, I was like, do you not yell at Lorena, your wife? And he's like, yeah, but like, blah blah blah. I'm like,
if you haven't listened to,
I was like,
if you haven't listened to the most recent ZeroHP podcast, I don't know when this will be comparatively. No, it should be the last one because this will come out Saturday. Go listen to it. Kevin and Ian break down the Jeff Lorena incident. And it's so fun.
He was so upset about that. And I'm all like, bro, what? I was like, it's true though, right? And he's like, yeah, okay, so. But just to clear the air there, I just wanted to make sure.
Jeff, you're a piece of shit.
Oh, okay. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
It's gonna be short. We'll jump to the next one. You go.
Okay. I just like vanilla.
You're not gonna, dude.
What?
Vanilla.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I was just like, we're just like so fucking plain.
So boring. And
yeah,
shitty.
we're so plain. And
dude,
boring.
we go to like I'll take Cassie to Baskin Robbins.
Yeah.
Like she just loves or like Dairy Queen.
Yeah, she'll be
throw
everything.
She's
in
like,
there.
give me 2 scoops of that, 1 scoop of that, and a brownie and some hot sundae. Every time I get a medium vanilla milkshake, and the people think I'm joking every time. They're like, no, what do you want in it? And I'm like, no, that's what I want.
Yeah, just
they're like, no, vanilla's the base. Like you get things with
You're
vanilla.
like, that's
I
fine.
want a vanilla. She's like, it's $8. And I'm like, I'm paying $8 for that vanilla milkshake, bitch.
What the
Put it in the cup. Like, dude,
oh my God.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't like cookie dough. Like,
I don't like
cold,
all that extra
weird
stuff. I'm like, just give me a nice, like, I love the fucking plain vanilla cone from McDonald's,
so
dude.
Oh,
McDonald's
dude,
ice cream cone.
Yeah,
oh my
so good.
God.
If I am gonna get crazy, like if you had to pick another flavor, I'd probably go cookies and cream.
Yeah, okay. That's probably, the Oreo is flavor.
Because I'm a big Oreo guy.
Yeah.
Probably the next route. If you had to pick a different flavor, what
if
would
I
you
had to pick a different flavor, I would go pistachio.
Yeah,
I like pistachio. Yeah,
I like mint. Mint chocolate chip's good.
Mint chocolate chip is really good.
But dude, if they're all on a table, I'm picking vanilla.
Yeah, I know, right?
All the time.
They're like, what ice cream do you want? And like, there's like untapped like vanilla. I was like, hey, I want that.
It has the little swirl.
Yeah,
give me that.
I'm
eating that shit.
Give me that shit.
Go to the next topic.
Right. Do you like to cook?
Oh, here we go. I'm really bad at it.
You really?
Like, really? No, I'm not really bad at it. What I don't like is all the preparation.
Oh, I don't like the aftermath.
Cleaning it up. Yeah, that's shitty. I just don't. I always feel a lot of pressure to follow directions.
Exactly, really?
Where it's like 1/3 in a pinch of blah blah blah.
Fuck that.
I'm like, but I think I did more. And then like when I'll be eating it, I'm really self conscious about eating stuff that I cooked. I'm like, is it good? Is it good? Is it good?
Yeah.
Like I'll be asking Cassie like, is it good? Is it good? And she's like, yeah, it's shut up. It's good. Like, you know, and that kind of thing.
Dude, I get that.
I like to stick to the basics. Like I can make a good burger.
Hell yeah,
kind of
dude. We're making burger at Ian's party.
We are
Saturday. When this thing is coming out.
I kind of have bad breaking news.
What?
I'm not going.
What the?
I'm not going. I'm going.
Uh-huh.
But on that same day is my brother's graduation party.
Yeah.
So I have to split it up. I may not be at Ian's by the time you guys do food. I'm going to Ian's.
Okay.
I don't know what time you're doing food.
Oh, we're gonna do food all night, dude. I'm gonna get shit faced.
Okay, well, God damn it!
I'm
Can
gonna
you
get
like wait?
If
I show up and you're already drunk,
I'm not gonna.
I'm just gonna leave. Like,
yeah, no, dude, I'm gonna get shit faced.
Shut up!
You
never get shit.
No, because now that I'm moving, transitioning from jobs, I'm just like, it's kind of like a celebration thing, you know. I'm like,
okay,
I'm like big middle finger to my current company, and I'm like, fuck him. So
that's a good point. But
but we're gonna be doing burgers. We're gonna do like the nice little burgers with the cheese in the middle.
Yeah, I think we talked about that last time.
Jeff is like, are you gonna put bacon on it? I'm like,
fuck yeah, let's do bacon.
Like, we can wrap it in bacon.
We can absolutely do whatever we want.
Fuck, can you imagine that shit?
Be good.
That'd be fun. That'd be really nice.
Do you like to cook?
I do like to cook, and I have to because I live by myself, kind of thing. I can't like go out to eat all the time.
Yeah,
it kind of makes me feel sick if I eat too much fast food.
100%.
But yeah, I have to learn how to cook. I just hate the aftermath, the cleaning part. Yeah. I love to cook, in fact, and when I do, I make it in big bulks, and like I portion it out to like almost kind of like food.
Yeah, if you can do like a good crock pot meal, that's the way to go. Oh yeah, because you get the bag in the crock pot, and you just fold up and throw it out.
Throw it out, dude. Cleanup's done. Oh my god.
And then they makes a lot of food too.
Yeah, it makes a ton of food. Like I'm good for the rest of the week. You know, like it's great. I love doing that. But yeah, I love to cook. I'm actually pretty good at it too, as I've been told before. Okay. You know, the ladies love a guy that can cook.
I wouldn't know because you never cooked anything for this lady.
You know, I'm making burgers this weekend.
Shout out to burgers.
A little crystal meth on top.
Oh, that blue.
Yeah, that blue.
That zombie meth.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, I like to cook and I'm pretty good at it. Definitely, if you're a guy listening to this, definitely learn how to cook. Yeah. Because it makes those panties wet. So, yeah.
Yeah, sure it does.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I like to cook. Next topic.
Let's see if we can find a deeper topic here.
How would you know if you were in love? Oh, shit.
Hey, if you want to go there, we can go there.
I can go there.
You can go there?
I can go there.
Kevin, you're a very single man.
All right, here's why.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Have you ever been in love?
Yes, really? I have. Okay. Yeah. So, my first girlfriend. Okay. I have credited her for ruining my romantic life for the rest of my life.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And it's partially because it was just so. Yeah. It was like a quick flame. It was like a birth flame, right?
Yeah, so
I was like 17 and she was like 23.
Shit.
And
shit.
Yeah.
All right.
So what do you do when you're 17 years old? You know what I'm saying?
Jerk off a lot.
Yeah. Not if you have a girlfriend.
Oh, right, yeah,
yeah. So, she we hit it off immediately. Yep. She had a boyfriend at the time, but then she broke up with him, and then we got together. But I was just like, she was literally my first legitimate like long relationship girlfriend kind of thing, So, but she was fucking crazy. Yeah. She was insecure. Yep. And I don't know. I when you're 17, you just kind of just deal with it, like you're like, oh, cool, I have a girlfriend, I'll try to make it work, kind of thing, but it shouldn't have. Like, we were definitely not meant for each other, she was just too insecure or whatever, and I was more mature for my age than the average person would be. Yeah. So we found love, and but there was a time where she liked to play like the jealousy game, like she would like to make me jealous kind of thing, I don't know, for her kind of like personal, I don't know, whatever it was that she wanted me, a reaction out of me basically. But there was one time where she started flirting with this dude like right in front of me, like I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, and I like immediately, like instantly, I was just like, I was done with it. I was just at my breaking point. It was on my birthday too. I remember. What the fuck? Yeah, it was on my birthday, and we were out doing something, and then she like started flirting with this dude, and I'm like, you know what? I want to break up. You just
don't need that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need that. And I was like, she played too many mind games, which like kind of matured me in like relationship wise, like to basically show me what I don't want in the future. So after breaking up, and it was like a week before we said anything to each other. And she texts me, and oh god, I just like get the chingles. She texts me, she's like, I'm pregnant. And I'm like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, dude, my world crashed around me. Like, I was 17 years old. I didn't have a job. Dude. I was going to school. I was in high school still, and she was like, I'm pregnant. I'm like, what the I was like, what? Are you sure? And she's like, blah blah blah. This whole thing goes on for like a month, right?
What?
And like, yeah, dude, yes. So she tells me, and I'm like, what do I tell my parents?
Dude,
and, like,
you're stressing me out.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I'm stressed right now.
This is maybe why I don't want kids. Like, but she fucked me up, right?
Yeah.
And so she's like, I'm pregnant, blah blah blah, and I obviously had to, being the guy, I'm like, I want to be the dad, but I came to the acceptance like, I'll be the dad if we have it or whatever. And and I was like, I don't have a job, so I started looking for a job immediately. And then like after like another month passes, she tells me that it was all a lie.
I might punch her right now.
I know, dude.
I swear to God.
I swear to God, I was fucking furious. Like
that's not even
that screwed me. That has scarred me like emotionally. Like where to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I can trust anybody on that level
That's
anymore.
crazy.
Yeah,
not
so
for you to think that. Yeah, but for her to do that.
Yeah, she's fucking insane. That's what I'm saying. She was insane.
I've never wanted to hit a woman really like close enough to where I do it. Like I've thought about it for sure, but like I've definitely thought about it. I would have punched her in the mouth.
I was fucking furious.
That's crazy.
Because I was this close to asking my parents for money for an abortion. Like I was this close.
Holy shit.
And like I'm so glad I didn't. I decided to hold off.
Could you imagine that conversation?
Yeah, dude.
And then a week later you're like, oh, she was kidding.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god. I know. Dude, I was
Here's your abortion money.
I literally did not talk to her for almost 7 years.
That's insane.
Not one. She would text me every now and then, just like 7 years after that happened. I didn't speak to her.
Holy
I was
shit.
like, I was fucking pissed.
So basically, your answer to the topic is there's no such thing as love.
No, I mean there is love, but what I felt for her during that time was love.
Okay.
Like I definitely loved her, but she was just she became too insecure. Dude, she became too like mentally unstable.
That is 100% mentally unstable.
Yeah, so I was just like I just couldn't do it anymore. But to this day, your first love will always be with you. Like even now, like just talking about this, like I feel. Just like something. I feel something for her, but like not to the extent that I want to get back with her. No, absolutely not. But like your first love will always be with you. So I felt it. It sucks.
Yeah.
But then she's partially the reason why I'm just like not able to open up to people anymore, and it's just how.
Holy shit!
I haven't been in a serious relationship, like say more than a year.
Yeah.
Since her, she was by far my longest relationship. So.
Yeah.
But yeah,
dude. Wow.
Yeah.
Nothing
right?
I'm gonna say is gonna.
I know, right?
That, but I'll try.
Yeah.
No, I don't even have any story or anything.
Yeah.
Like that. That's fucking bananas.
Yeah.
That girl has a problem.
Oh,
maybe she actually doesn't anymore.
Later on, like more recently in the last few years, she did get in contact with me. And she told me that she had some sort of mental breakdown, and not only that, but she literally forgot everything. She had like almost amnesia like symptoms. She's like, "What happened to us? What?"
She needs help.
She did. Yeah.
Whether she's kidding or not, she needs help.
Yeah, she was like, "What happened to us?" Blah blah blah. I was like, at first I was like, "What the fuck?" She's crazy. And I'm like, and she's like, "No, I'm serious. I don't know what happened." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
There's no. Yeah. That's just crazy. That's literally crazy.
Yeah.
The question was, how would you know if you're in love?
Yeah.
So I'm currently in a relationship.
Yeah.
With a girl I like to think I love.
Yeah, she's really cool. I like it.
I am in love with my current girlfriend. Now, I don't want to get into that and annoy everybody.
Why?
Because I don't want to be that guy. I hate those guys. I hate those guys. And it would probably benefit me if I was more of that guy, but I'm not that guy.
But you can for sure say, if she's listening to this, you can for sure say you love her.
100%.
Okay, good.
I love
her
100%.
All right, just to cover your bit. I don't want you to get in trouble because of that.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. I think the biggest part out of anything, not that I have very much experience. I'm 22. You know what I mean? What do I know? But like from observing, I do a lot of people observing.
Yeah, me too.
And what I've noticed is when two people can't talk to each other, when they can't have a conversation, that's when shit gets really weird.
Yeah.
If a relationship is based completely off sex, which a lot of times it is,
it will end real quick in a bad way.
In a very bad way.
Yeah.
Because you meet and you're like, oh man, and then that happens, and then, which is not a bad thing. It's never. Like, this goes back to the thinking you have to do things a certain way. It's not bad for you to hook up with somebody.
No, not at all.
If it's consensual, do you?
If it's a relationship that you're looking for out of that sex,
you need to make sure both people are looking for a relationship.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
But like when two people can't just talk, like I don't think you have to be best friends with your significant other. Like some people, they're my best friend. Like kind of thing, whatever. But like you have to talk.
I feel like communication is huge
100%.
in a relationship.
You have to be able to sit there and do nothing and just hang out and talk.
I am an absolute piece of shit like that because
that's not what I was saying.
No. I'm an absolute because when I am talking to like say a girl or whatever, and I'm playing a game, she texts me and I'll be like, this game's more important than
okay. And there's
stuff like that.
There's an argument there.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is like, and what a big problem comes in when one person needs the other person more, which is a real thing.
Yeah,
these are all real things that happen.
Yeah.
Like for people like you and me, we like to play video games alone. We like to be alone and do these things. If you're with an individual who doesn't allow you to do that,
that's a huge issue.
What's inevitably going to happen? And I know this, is you're going to resent that person.
Oh, absolutely.
You're going to be miserable.
Yeah.
And then you're going to stay with them for longer if you're a nice person.
Yeah.
And you don't want to break up. You know what I mean? It's a weird situation.
It's absolutely, because, like, it's miscommunication in the sense that there is no communication. You know,
Totally.
like if the person was cool that's texting me in that situation, I could just text the girl and be like, "Hey, I'm playing a game right now. Can I get back to you?" And if she's cool with that,
if she's like,
she's like, yeah, for sure.
Shoot me a text when you're done.
Yeah,
but
that is a cool change. But like, here's the thing: I don't take that opportunity to be like, "Hey," I just literally ignore it. Like, you know, like I'm just gonna play a game. So I could have taken it upon myself to be like, "Hey, I'm playing a game. I'll get back to you in like a second."
And there's absolutely two ends to it. Like, if you're playing Overwatch for 13 hours and like you don't text her, it's like, okay, I mean, maybe text her. Like,
that's extreme.
She has an argument as well. Yeah. But like, if she is like, okay, in 30 minutes though, get off and text me. Yeah. Which is real. It's a real thing that girls do. Yeah. That's a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
You shouldn't have a timer. For things you want to do. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
Like, I feel like, and you talk about some girls and men do it as well.
It's a compromise, you know. Like, I mean? You have to. She'd be like, "Hey, yeah, can you call me whenever you get a moment?" And you know, I shouldn't be like, "Hey, let's take 7 hours to play a game."
Totally.
You know, next couple hours, next break or whatever in between games. Yeah,
let her know you're gonna get back on.
Yeah, exactly.
Get back on.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" "Oh, I'm playing Overwatch for the next couple hours." You know, she's like, "Oh, okay, cool. You want to come over?" And she can come over and chill and just like watch a movie. Like,
whatever.
That's the perfect relationship. Like, I'm playing a game and she wants to play a game on the console or watch a movie or whatever.
I think.
And you know, that's.
I just think both people should never feel obligated to do anything. And it should never feel like a job.
A relationship, that is the exact reason why. You should never feel obligated to do anything in any situation. Ever. Yeah. You know, so like, that's such a key thing. And like, I also say that compromise is a huge part of relationships, you know? Because I will say that, again, earlier, like in the podcast, I'm selfish. So like, I understand, like, I need to do this, you know, instead of play a game all day.
And we're both guilty of that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. And I tend to do more of like, I'll play a game all day and ignore this person, you know? Like, so that's my own fault, and I get that though, but you know, it's just what can you do, you know? So
100%. Like I currently live with my significant other. Yeah. And it's hard to find that sweet spot where you're like, hey, we don't have anything to do. Yeah. The house is clean. Yeah. I'm gonna go play Overwatch for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, okay. Yeah. She's like,
you just that other person needs to be able to find something to do.
Yeah.
You shouldn't feel guilty while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
God, I hope they're not bored. Like, you know what I mean?
And that's why a lot of people like to introduce their significant other to the hobbies that they like. Yeah. Be like, hey, you could do this with me, or you could do it on another room and play.
Need a hobby. Everyone needs a hobby.
Everyone needs a hobby.
Even if it's just video games or anything. Just
okay. We sound boring, but we at least play video games.
We're definitely not boring.
But like,
we're kind of boring.
Yeah, we're playing. We're playing. I wouldn't say boring. Playing. We're playing.
We're playing.
Yeah,
vanilla.
Yeah, very vanilla. But I feel like everyone should have a hobby that they are completely and utterly interested in. Like, that you should never be like sitting around and saying, "I'm bored." And I'm like, "There's so much to life.
There's so much to do."
Like, "There's so much to life that you're not." Why are you bored?
I think if you're bored, you fucked up somewhere. Yeah, like you put yourself in a wrong situation where you're not able to do what you want to do.
You need to do something. Yeah,
there's so much to do.
Yeah, because I feel like whenever someone says they're bored, they want to do something, but they don't want to put the effort into doing it. You know, like there's sometimes it'll be like, oh, I want to watch anime, but I turn on the TV and just like watch TV, and I'm like, or something like that. I'm like I was like, because I don't want to get invested in anime.
You know what I've done a lot recently, which is kind of in the same vein as that. Yeah. If you've been on Netflix on a console, like, I don't know about everything, but on PlayStation 4 in particular, which you probably haven't been on.
Yeah.
If you go on Netflix and you hover over a show or whatever, it'll play a trailer now automatically.
Oh, really?
In the corner, it plays the trailer.
Oh, shit.
So what I've been doing is literally just watching trailers on Netflix.
Oh, my God.
I can never pick anything to watch.
Oh, my God.
But I go through every recommended show and just watch a trailer.
That's exactly.
And then like shitty movies. Hey, speaking of shitty movies, you know what you need to watch? Because I started it, didn't get to finish it. Train to Busan.
Oh, wait, it's on Netflix?
Yeah.
Dude, no way. I've been wanting to watch that forever.
Have you heard of this movie?
Yes, it's a zombie when they're on the trains and the zombies.
Fantastic
it's made
zombie
in South Korea.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, it's on Netflix. I've been wanting to watch it for so long.
Watch it.
It came out like a year and a half ago, and it came out only in Korea, but I heard like critics giving it rave reviews. They're like, this is really good. We wanted to come to America, but it never came to American theaters. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix now. I figured you'd like it because you know they're
chinky.
I was gonna say zombies.
Okay.
I mean,
they're of the same people.
Zombies.
Yeah. They're zombies, but
from Korea. Yeah. Which you're Korean.
Right.
Yeah. Isn't that the same thing as Vietnamese?
No.
Which Chinese?
No.
Japanese?
I mean, we're all we were all suppressed by the Chinese and Japanese. So yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
fair enough. So Kevin's Korean.
Yeah.
But yeah, you watch that movie, and then I'll finish it. We'll talk about it.
Hell yeah, in the next episode.
I definitely want to see it. I want to finish up.
Yes, man.
Dude, we got deep on that podcast.
Yeah, that was a good.
We're an hour in already.
Yeah, holy shit.
This shit flies by.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Just wait till we do this professionally.
I know.
We just do it for 3 hours, and that's our work week, and then we're done. And we go watch shitty movies.
Yeah, oh my god. The dream. The dream.
Shout out to the dream.
Hey, make it
happen. Shout out to the 5 views.
Yeah, for the 5 views per video.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. Hopefully, if we ever get on iTunes, because I'm not going to give a time frame anymore, because it's just not happening.
Yeah.
But hopefully that'll happen eventually.
Yeah, I just feel there's something wrong with our Google Drive where it's just like there's tons of stuff in there. I've deleted everything. There's still like a lot of space taken up, so I wonder what it is.
And our podcasts are taking up a lot of room also.
Yeah, so that's
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
We can't figure it out. We got them down a lot, but any further down, we're going to be cutting back on the audio quality, which already isn't tier A. It's good, but it's not perfect, you know. Excuse me. But I really want to get that going.
Yeah.
I have a promo thing for a free month on that hosting service
really?
I was telling you about. Yeah, so.
Oh, hell yeah. We got to try that shit out. We got to figure it out, man. We really do. We need a weekend where we just, like, meet together as 3 and figure it out.
Probably never happened, but we'll get there.
Hey, maybe this weekend.
You're going to be drunk as fuck. Shut up. You're going to be so drunk. 5 p.m. I'm going to show up. You're going to be plastered.
Dude, what the fuck? Wait, when does it start? You're not starting up you're not coming at 5. You said you're going to have to split
No,
it
yeah, I know. It starts at 5.
Oh, it does.
My brother's thing, I don't know when that starts.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll probably be over like 7, 8,
Dude,
9.
how come you never introduced your brother to me? And your sister.
God damn it. I was going to say the same reason I didn't introduce you to my sister. But there we go. My brother would run a train on you. Yeah. You don't even know. You wouldn't know what to do.
Is he fucking ripped?
He's not ripped. He's just huge. Like,
oh, really?
He's not like Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean? But he's like 6'4".
Oh, my God.
And he's like retardedly big.
Holy fuck.
Like, he's like plays football and shit.
Oh, okay.
But he's like 220 pounds or some shit.
Oh, shit.
Like, he's just a big dude.
He just graduated, so shout out to him.
Shout out to him. He did just graduate a couple days ago. But I'm saying, if you tried to rape him...
Why the fuck would I want her?
I'm just saying. You gave me those eyes when you asked why you haven't met my brother. You looked at me with those hungry eyes. And I was like, all right, you can try.
Yeah.
He might run a train on you.
Yeah.
He'll get the whole football team. They'll run a train on you.
They'll rape me.
The whole team. Yeah. The coach will get involved. They like that too.
Oh my God. The locker room shower. The shower. Is he getting? He's going to college to play football or what?
Yeah. He's gonna. Wow. I don't know. I probably should know for where
locally.
It is like a local thing.
He's at scholarship, huh? Or no?
Yeah, I think they're paying part of it.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Which is great.
Shout out to him,
awesome.
Dude. That's
awesome. Good for him. He loves it.
Yeah.
Hope he keeps doing it.
Cool.
I mean, not a topic. Quick thing. I'm always worried about the head trauma stuff.
Yeah.
He's been playing football.
Of course,
forever.
he's your family.
That freaks me out.
Yeah. What? Do you know what position he plays?
Defensive line. I don't know. I don't know what exactly he does.
Yeah,
but and sometimes they make him play both.
Yeah.
Like defensive and offensive.
Yeah.
It's like he's always getting smashed in the head.
Oh yeah,
fucking time and like taking dudes down. I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, I'd hate for him to be 30 and not know his name.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
it's just like you have to kind of. He should be smart enough to decide when to stop.
He will. And I've talked to him about it before, and he knows he's not going to be in the NFL. And you know what I mean? Like, so you know,
he's just gonna play.
He's got a game plan.
Yeah, that's good.
He's got a game plan.
So we'll go ahead and wrap up the podcast. It was a really good podcast.
It was a really good one. Yeah. We only had to go through like 3 different topics.
Yeah, 2 or 3. So, thanks
again. We talked about love.
Talked about
life.
Zombies.
Rape.
Koreans. Left 4 Dead.
No, we didn't. We never talked about Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
never once did we talk about Left 4 Dead.
What the fuck?
We didn't know Left 4 Dead, the game?
That's right. I was like, wait a second.
The 360
Walking Dead.
That I put 300 hours into?
Walking Dead. Wait, how can you put 300 hours into that game?
You, I had no money. And that was my brother, who was once smaller than me. Yeah. My younger brother and I had just gotten a 360. And that's the game it came with.
These guys just played over and over.
Fuck out of Left 4 Dead. There was an achievement in that game.
Yeah.
They can tell me the number in the comments.
Yeah.
It was like to kill like 30,000 zombies.
Yeah.
Blew it out of the water. Dude. We played that game so much.
Holy shit.
Shout out to Bill. Bill is the main character. Not the main.
Oh, yeah, the Bill.
The old guy. The old guy. Sergeant guy.
He's like, Bill.
Bill. It's a witch. And then I think
a witch.
It was Bill. I think Lewis was the black guy.
No, Lucas.
No.
Oh, wait, Lewis. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Lucas.
I think it was Lewis. I think it was Lewis. And then there was
Ellie.
No, Ellie's from.
What the fuck am I thinking?
It's from Last of Us. I don't remember the girl's name, and I don't remember the biker guy's name.
Todd.
I hope it wasn't Todd. We were always Bill and Lewis. I was the white guy, and he was the black guy.
It's just like that scene from Family Guy. I'm the black guy.
I'm the black guy. So good. All right.
Thanks for everybody. Watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have any answers to these questions, I'd love to hear them.
All your dreams,
your
fantasies,
your
Left 4 Dead stories,
Left 4 Dead, and your true love, all that stuff.
Don't tell us about that.
Thanks for listening, and peace.
Later.